Brandenburg. In 1337, a puny and irrelevant nation in the Holy Roman Empire whose only claim to fame was the fact that it was an elector. Of course, later on, it would go on to absorb and become the Kingdom of Prussia, and it would go on to form the German Empire. But ladies and gentlemen, the year is not 1337, it's 1468. We're not puny and irrelevant. In fact, we're the biggest country in the Holy Roman Empire. And get this, we're also the Holy Roman Emperor. But with the Reformation about to come around, we are going to be flipping to Lutheran, and we're going to stop being the Holy Roman Emperor. And the Teutonic Order, even though it's still pretty big and powerful, we're going to pummel it because we need to take the land to form the Kingdom of Prussia. Ladies and gentlemen, for the second time in a row, let's jump in as Brandenburg in Europa Universalis 5. Alright, here we are back as the Duchy of Brandenburg, ladies and gentlemen. Like I just said in the intro, man, it's 1468 and we're big and rich and powerful. We are the Emperor of the HRE. Everyone is voting for us. We got a nice little union going with Upper Bavaria right here that's maxed out. We are about to get little Jülich right here into our union as well. Aggressive expansion, really not that bad. And even though we're losing money right now, it's just because we're maxing legitimacy and integrating some provinces right here. Otherwise, we're making a frick ton of money. Almost everything that we own is cored, man, except for the stuff that we just took over from Denmark. And we are expanding very nicely in the northeastern portion of the Holy Roman Empire. But after our focus was over here last time, and check out episode 1 if you haven't, by the way, it's really good, but you don't have to, you'll get caught up pretty quickly. After that was our focus last time, we really need to start pushing into the Teutonic Order because, surprise, surprise, to form Prussia, which isn't even here, we actually need to, own Prussia, so we're gonna be doing just that. But yeah, number 14, Great Power Man, everything is looking pretty nice, pretty chill, nothing too crazy going on. It's a pretty straightforward game, and I'm having lots of fun playing. So I hope you guys will have even more fun watching. Once again, man, people are begging to be electors, dude. Oh, I think I'm just gonna give it to Lower Bavaria or something. I don't want to give it to someone close to me like Saxony because, well, I'm gonna end up fighting them. So, yeah, we might as well give it to someone that's not that close. There we go. Yeah, we keep just flipping between 5 and 7 electors. I don't know the reason that happens. There we go, back to making money. We do got quite a few loans to pay off because we did merc up pretty heavily last time in our last war, which was versus Denmark. Obviously, we got to go in on Denmark once or twice more because our border with them is here. And obviously, our goals that we're kind of going for in this campaign are, of course, you know, to form Prussia and sort of target imperial German borders. Now, examining the situation with the Teutons right here, man, they really aren't that powerful, right? They do got sure Livonia as their subject, and they're allied to Kaunas right here, which sooner or later we can pay to leave. But the problem was, of course, at this point in the game is, well, merc spam. And another thing, obviously, the millions of forts that they have. So, I don't know, do we do our next war versus them? I mean, you know, some guys would come in right here. Maybe we should really get like a big ally somewhere. Oh, we can actually get destroy enemy on them. Okay, I won't use the parliament on that then. But yeah, man, how are you guys enjoying this little series that we're apparently also doing? If you guys watched episode 1, how did you enjoy that? Let me know in the comments below. Would you like to see a part 3, even though, you know, this just started? Let me know right off the bat. Oh, obviously, something I forgot to mention is we passed pragmatic sanction last time. We got a female empress. Cool, all loans paid off. Yeah, nice. Now, examining the Hungarian Union right here, let me see what they have. Okay, I'm just seeing if, like, Poland would also help out if I ally Hungary or not. I think Hungary would be a good temporary ally, man. We don't actually need any stuff from them. However, if we do end up hitting Poland, we're also fighting all of these guys. So, yeah, man, this block right here is, yeah, it's not going to be very fun to fight because we actually do want stuff from Poland. They've linked up with, Oh, what the hell happened? Were they doing a war? Why are they so weak? Oh, they are doing a war versus Sweden right now, huh? That's why they've linked up with Denmark, but Denmark is kind of close to not coming in here. Okay, interesting. We might have a good opportunity here, boys. Yeah, look at these guys. They're mega merked up. Well, I got the CB on the Teutons, but...
Do I declare while they have those mercs? Alright, I just picked up pike and shot. Got a unique thing over here, but it's really not that powerful. Alright, I've merked up pretty heavily right here. Obviously, we're gonna be losing money during this war, but it is time to strike, man. We've been waiting long enough. It's not like they're gonna, you know, shrink down or whatever. We gotta be careful with destroy enemy right here, but it is what it is. Gonna call in the Palatinate, and let's go. Obviously gonna need the levies for this as well, so I'll pick those guys up too. It's gonna be a slog, lots of battles, lots of forts, but I'll try and take max. If we can get Danzig and Königsberg in the same war, that would be really good, but we'll see. Alright, one battle and one fort. Yep. Now, of course, something that is gonna tank my war score here is my boys' armies, but we'll see. Alright, we're actually doing really good in battle, man. But yeah, we need to keep pushing. I can pay Kaunas to leave. That's good. Denmark doesn't want to accept. Ideally, we'd keep these under 2 years, man, because if it's more than 2 years, I gotta refresh the Merc contract, which, yeah, I'm gonna need to take out even more megaloans for that. I just did to get another Merc company up, so... what's their capital? It's Königsberg, isn't it? It's not. It's Marienburg, right? Let's, yeah, what's their... Frick, man. Yeah, it is Marienburg. Oh, dude, you can actually enter the frickin' lagoons in EU5. First time I'm noticing that. You probably can't enter this one, but this one you can do. Right? Yeah, it's not even that much aggressive expansion. I have to keep going here, so we can do something like this. If I can get, like, you know, in EU4 it was split like East and West Prussia. If I can get, like, I don't know, this entire bit, I'd be happy, but I have to get, I have to siege down Marienburg. One of these guys expires in 2 months. Let me take a look at the mercs right here. Yeah, I got 3 guys. There's Denmark out. Yeah, I probably got like 20 loans at this point. That's 100%. That is 100%. I can't do Upper Prussia. Damn, bro. So what do we do, man? Do we do something fugly like this? And then, okay, how much is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So really, it makes sense to take 4 now and 4 later, doesn't it? So maybe we do something like this. Can we actually walk from here to here, though, to Lower Prussia? Because I don't want to... Frick it, I'll siege it. Okay, got what I want. So we do something like this, and then we take the other 4 later, huh? We could even go for a little bit more now, if I'm being honest, probably. Yeah, it's only like the... Yeah, I'll do 4 and 4. I'm actually not in a rush. There we go. Okay, so as far as I know, now that we actually have stuff in Prussia, we should... There we go. It did show up. Okay, we just need 12 more locations in order to form Prussia, man. And that's... Yeah, that's like... Yeah, pretty much what we're gonna take next war. Perfect, perfect. Yeah, we do got a mega truce with these guys, obviously. The Teutons 1494. I think 1500... is the year we formed Prussia, ladies and gentlemen. Very nice. Okay, let's improve with a lot of these guys over here that are mad. Obviously, it's pretty expected that Poland would be mad since they're right here. But, yeah, let's go back home and chill, man. Time to pay off, yeah, exactly 20 loans. Like I said. Stop! Are you enjoying the second episode of our Brandenburg to Prussia playthrough? Are you enjoying us being super rich, massive armies, conquering everything? So am I, you know? It's high time we finally prayed Prussia, man. But if you are enjoying this video, man, make sure to leave a like. Let me know in the comments below if you want to see a part 3. And if you haven't subscribed yet, do it. Alright, let's get back to warmongering. And I even blockaded them with lights the entire war, dude. Okay, so there are some cultures we need to accept right here. Prussian is German, Pruthenian is Baltic, so I guess we just accept Prussian, really. And since they're kind of present over here, we push it, but... Brandenburg is just so powerful, man. I've made it pretty powerful. Prussian is... Come on, man. Lock in. Yeah, it's pretty weak. It's pretty weak. Either way, I'm going to accept it. We should have room. There we go. Tolerate. Accept. Perfect. Yeah, we got lots of culture slots, man. We can even do some of these Slavic ones, but no need. Why are they all corrupt? Like... George von Schwalbin. Who is that? George von Schwalbin. Let's get him out of here. That guy's corrupt, that guy's corrupt, that guy isn't. But yeah, man, I think we do get some extra stuff if we form Prussia. Yeah, look at all of these right here. So cultures, oh no, we got that as Brandenburg. We got that as Brandenburg. We got that as Brandenburg. That too. That too. That too. That's for Prussia. Country monarchy got reform. That's actually pretty good. Prussian Grenadiers. Okay, that's Prussia. So there's only 3 things. 4. Nope, that's for Brandenburg as well. I mean, it was pretty, you know, intertwined in U4 as well, but yeah, you know. Okay, in the meantime, continuing with some minor cleanups right here on Pinburg or whatever. I'm gonna get a mod that gets rid of diseases, I think. Also, I swear, the only reason the start date's in frickin' 1337 is so they could show off the frickin' Black Death, dude. Alright, these 2 guys are out of here. What? I somehow got this chick in charge? What? I don't even know how that happened, dude. Okay, who can we... Okay, so I actually did ally Hungary. We could still use their help versus like some, like Bohemia or something like that, which is not bad. Alright, favors have been gathered up with Hungary, so we can drag them into the war as well. Make it a little bit faster, maybe. And, yeah, building up Destroy Enemy on the Teutons. Perfect, man. Just 2 wars, just like that. We'll take all of this. As far as I'm aware, yeah, I think those borders are fairly accurate. We don't need to pay attention to anything special here. All right, there's printing press, a vital technology. Most notably, obviously, for the cabinet seat and the paved road. Ooh, 5% tax efficiency, that's pretty good. All right, got a merc stack up. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and declare on the Teutons, take the rest of Prussia for ourselves, and after that, finally form Prussia. We'll call in the Palatinate. There's our declaration. And I will immediately call in Hungary with the use of favors. Okay, that is who is in right now. Obviously, hopefully we can pay off Kaunas in Denmark pretty quickly. We are going to get the levies up and not that many forts this time, so we should be all right. Okay, let's wait for these guys to get to Berlin, and then we move in. Yeah, once again, we can pay Kaunas pretty quickly. Probably not going to be the same case with Denmark. Yeah. The good thing here is, though, that we don't need to go all out, but their capital has moved to Königsberg, so I do actually have to siege it. Oh, actually, there's 2 forts right there next to each other. Ah, that's why I couldn't walk there. Okay. Wait, Königsberg isn't a fort? It just got... Oh, it was... There was no garrison. That's all I want. Literally. Now, I could be an asshole about this and do... this? Ah, barely, dude. It's not even that much. It's not even that much. What about a separate piece on Denmark for that? I can't select it from there. Holstein, Schleswig, and these 2. Nah, let's not. I'll do a separate war on them. So there's the peace out on the Teutons. Let's not take this, of course. And I will make them break the alliance with Denmark. There we go. That's literally all we want from the Teutons, man. Not gonna fight them anymore. Don't need any more land from them. War reps 2, a little less money maybe. Yeah, something like that. And there's our peace out. And there we go. We can instantly form Prussia. Okay, let's be a little more ceremonious about it. It's not about default rebels. There are no rebels. What the hell are you talking about, game? But, like I said earlier, ladies and gentlemen, I thought we were gonna form it in the year 1500, and that's exactly what's happening. Yeah, we could have probably done this last time as well, but I'm glad I saved it for this episode, and there we go. We will officially become the Prussia. Now, oh, perfect, dude. Okay, so this is what I was talking about last time, right? So we just formed the Duchy of Prussia, and whenever you do, you get to ask the Emperor whether they'll allow you to elevate yourself to kingdom rank or not. And basically, they either do that, or they make you king in Prussia. You guys know the whole thing if you're history nerds, or they decline. But obviously, since we're Emperor, we ain't gonna ask no one. And just like that, we achieve kingdom rank. Very nice. The Kingdom of Prussia. We should change our name next month. There we go. It's not even a month thick. And there it is. We are officially the most powerful country in the HRE. Should I keep adding stuff? Oh, wait. Wait, why is no one voting for me now? Oh, I don't have an heir. Okay, that's why no one's voting for me. Oh, shoot. Yeah, I don't have an heir. They're old as frick. There's literally no one. I don't even know where she came from. They're too old to frickin' have Bebe, aren't they? Well, this is gonna suck. Who's gonna get elected? Austria. Okay, how old is the Austrian guy? 60. Okay, hopefully she dies before him. He's emperor real quick because he's 60, and then I just get re-elected again. Cool. Let's rival France. All right, but one goal officially accomplished. No one's even that mad that I've done this. No need to improve with these guys anymore since we're not gonna push into them. Let's continue pushing here. Poland. Yeah, not strong enough to do this now, man. Definitely not going to be touching Poland with a 10-foot pole. Bohemia is doable with Hungary. Aragon is probably not really going to get involved. Unless they can walk through France, I guess, but the stupid thing about Bohemia is we gotta keep punching their vassals instead of them. They actually do own land here, but, you know, we gotta go through, like, these guys, Upper Lusatia. These guys aren't actually anyone, so we can take those out when we, whenever we get there. Yeah, but whenever we expand over here, for example, in these 3 areas, I do have to take a look at that map because, yeah, we literally gotta go location by location. That map mode is in the raw material. The screenshot that I'm looking at is in the raw materials map mode, which would have been easy if these weren't changed. So I literally need to take a look at that map for 15 minutes straight and pick off location by location if we do end up fighting Poland. But yeah, in the meantime, let's focus up a bit over on this area still. And whenever our truce with Denmark is up in 15 years, we'll finish off everything we need from them as well. Nice though, I like it. Okay, while we're still the emperor here, man, let's revoke some free city statuses on guys that are pretty close to me. Obviously, we don't care about the HRE here at all. We just care about you know, expanding into it, exploiting the fact that we are the Holy Roman Emperor. Okay, don't want to take it away from too much because Austria is just gonna grant them back, but might as well take care of that and eat up Anhalt while we're here, man. And do something like that. So yeah, let's get a CB on Anhalt. I am gonna admit though, I did forget to actually start integrating the stuff we took in Prussia, but yeah. Also, dude, I put down another local governor in Danzig, man. I think that's a pretty good distribution right now because we got one in Berlin, one in Lubeck, and another one in Danzig now. I think that's pretty good. All right, let's hit Anhalt. Alright, gonna do it just on them, don't want too much aid. We're in the money now. Wait, so I was reelected? Who the hell is Anna Caroline now? It's all a bunch of old ladies, dude. Hey, I have been reelected, haven't I? How, though? And now we got an heir. It's him. He's 60. What? Well, okay, folks. Here is something we've been waiting for this campaign. The Reformation. Lutheran has officially spawned. Now, like I said earlier, man, I did plan to go Lutheran for this campaign. But what that does mean is if we do flip, we stop being the Holy Roman Emperor. Now, we do gain some nice benefits from this. I don't exactly know where you see what you get from being the Emperor or whatever. It doesn't really matter. I guess I know them. It's just, we end up making less money, less diplomats, we lose a cabinet slot, and we drop culture's capacity. So the cabinet slot is really the most meaningful thing right here. And, you know, I guess we'd have to wait for the wars of religion, try and make Protestant the official one. It depends. Protestant usually lose. Catholics are pretty strong usually, unless you get like France in or somehow. So it's really tricky, but it does make sense. I mean, we did want to do it, man. We did want to do it like that. We can actually do religious war on a bunch of these guys as well. We won't have to use parliaments and stuff like that. So, I don't know. It's tricky. The 5th cabinet slot is really nice. Like, do I do it immediately? Do we wait a little bit? I don't know. It's always like this. It was really bad in EU4 as well. In fact, in EU4, it was, I would say, worse. It's not like you got cabinet slots or whatever, but the governing capacity is really what fricked you. You know, as Prussia or whatever, since they got reduced governing capacity in EU4 as well, and you lose the stuff from being emperor, so it's not as bad over here, I'd say, but I don't know. Is it the right decision? Do we do it like right now? That's the thing. You know what? I'm gonna do it. Obviously, I said we would. I think you guys want to see it as well. We'll do it as soon as we're done integrating these 3. Yeah, so in just a couple of months, they're all on 90-something%. Okay, well, everything is about to change. A good thing also is we won't drop a government rank or whatever. We'll still stay a kingdom, which is nice, unlike U4, where you also drop from an empire to whatever you were. And look at all of these Lutheran preachers just spawning right there, dude. We're making so much money too, it's sad. Okay, well, there we go. We've integrated everything. I'm just assimilating stuff right now, obviously. Yeah, what's Pruthenian? Let me check again. It was come on, man. Fuck me. Baltic, that's right. Okay. There we go. Let's go ahead and convert to Lutheran, ladies and gentlemen. Tax efficiency is nice. And, oh, everyone breaks the alliance, dude. And we lose that crowd. It would make more sense if we weren't emperor, but break it. There we go. We are officially Lutheran, ladies and gentlemen. We've left the Catholic Church. Everyone freaking ditches me. Oh my god. What happens if we dissolve monasteries? I still haven't figured out if monasteries work for Lutheran as well. Okay, now obviously our religious blah 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 is horrible. We should probably focus up on okay, let's yeah, there we go. We're not emperor anymore. We've lost that. We should probably focus right now instead of assimilating on converting, man. Right? Play a little bit with that. Yeah, lost the cabinets, lost diplomats, ain't that bad. Lost a ton of stability. Good thing we didn't go below 0. Cultures capacity is still alright. But yeah. Yeah, let's see. Do we end up losing money or something? No, we're good. Okay, let's focus on converting. Okay, we're actually really powerful at converting, so this really won't take that long. But in the meantime, I do have a CB on Lüneburg, man. So might as well get into it with them, right? All right, mercs are up. Let's go ahead and fight Lüneburg. All right, everyone is officially out. Let's see what we can do with Lüneburg if we full annex them here. We're not doing that. Now everyone is even more mega mad because we're a different... Whoa, dude. Yeah, just the hate that we're a different religion, man. I actually can't take the freaking province I declared for. I can't take all of it. This is... Dude, look at this, man. One location's freaking 20 aggressive expansion. In order to not get coalitioned... Well, maybe let's not take their capital, I don't know. It doesn't matter if we take their capital or not, actually. Something like this, maybe? Even that's gonna give me a mini coalition. Oh my god, yeah, we should not have... Changing religion was such a bad idea, dude. But obviously it had to be done. It had to be done. Alright, little Catholic zealot rebellion expected. Well, I just realized there are two locations named Brandenburg, look. Wait, but it highlights this one. The game in the search bar, it only knows about this one. You actually can't search this one. Okay, more countries are converting here, so it's starting to get not as bad. We're on a little bit of a construction boom right now. By the way, I completely forgot about my truce with Denmark, man. Now, they're Lutheran as well, so we are going to have to wait for Parliament, but they're solo, so we can go in and wrap it up till about here. Very nice. They did convert some stuff to Danish, but it's fine. And dude, our conversion is so fast, thanks to us and the Lutheran preachers, that we're already, man, at, what you call it? Look, 61% Lutheran. Very nice. I still don't understand why the game builds castles if you're over the limit, man. Just don't do it, dude. This is about to fall to rebels. There are no rebels, man. There are no rebels. Oh my god. Oh, we can go merc army with Prussia right here. I will do. Okay, Reformation is hitting really hard, but obviously it's always like that in the early, you know, whenever it spawns. 45 million Catholics. And then 36 million Lutheran. Yeah, that might be hopey, but pretty soon it'll get, you know, cleared up. None of these guys should actually, you know, convert, at least the big guys. I mean, you know, England doesn't, these northern guys do, but yeah. Oh, big smallpox outbreak. This is probably the big one. We're probably gonna lose like 500,000 people here. Oh no. They left the Union. Everything is falling apart. No, not everything though, because we are about to fight Denmark. Yeah, Upper Bavaria left the Union, man, obviously because of, you know, different religion, where we should really pick it up to be the same religious group or whatever it is. I always forget to do it. It's fine. I swear I'm not mad. Okay, let's go in on Denmark, man. We gotta take on like 8 different forts until we can take this. If we can even take this in one thing. Okay, this is what we want. Yeah, we can. Okay, perfect. Sieges aren't that much of a problem because we got the falconets right now, so it's pretty chill. They take over pretty fast. Yeah, look at that, man. Yeah, not bad at all. Not bad at all. Perfect. Oh man, Denmark complete pushover, yo. Yeah, we can just take everything. Let me just check if that's the correct thing to take. Okay, look at my little map right there. Okay, that's what the map guy says. Looks pretty good to me. There we go. Nice, as planned. Ooh, instant integration of some of these things. Nice. Yeah. Crazy thing is too. Oh, Calvinism just appeared. Okay, cool. Denmark never really built up a navy, man. You know, I've had these 20 lights over here, you know, patrolling and stuff like that for so long, dude. Nothing has happened. Maybe it's time for me to build up my navy, huh? Yeah, obviously no point in doing galleys, so might as well just stack a bunch of heavies right here. Yeah, why the frick not? It is early Carracks still, but it's fine. Let's build up like 20 of them or something. But otherwise, man, control is really good. I'm actually really satisfied with how it's working out, and even with not everything being cored. Obviously, we've stopped, you know, the whole assimilation thing a little bit right now because we're focusing on integrating and converting instead of that. So I think once we'll hit 90% Lutheran, I'll go back to assimilating. You know, there is potential for me to ally France here, if I'm being honest. What about Austria? No, we can't do Austria. Novgorod's pretty powerful. It's, yeah. Oh, wait, did France? No, they didn't, but they still like me. So we can do our first religious aspect right here. There are really good ones over here. Appointment of bishops is 10% proximity speed, but the clergy becomes way more powerful. This one is good. This is what I'm gonna take first. Since we're converting, obviously, later we can swap them out. Then we got some crown power, assimilation speed. Antagonism received minus 10%. You know, it's just 10%, but every little bit for us counts, man. And yeah, I think those are some of the more powerful ones. But yeah, for now, since we're still converting, I am gonna go adult baptism. Oh shoot, we have to do this. We grant credit work to the burghers, which is ass. Can I remove it? We're yeah, that tax efficiency, man. Credit work. Where is it? Why does it never order them? Yeah, I'll revoke it. Oh my god, is France having the whole... Yeah, they got the things. But usually... Wait, well, how did my alliance with them break? Oh, I never allied them, actually. What the hell? Okay, time to get a move on, folks. I got a CB on Magdeburg right here, so let's clean up those borders a little bit. You know, now it's just a slog, man, because we do start bordering small guys, right? So it's like one small guy, next small guy, next small guy, and we can't do multiple of them at the same time. Like we could when we were emperor, because, well, you guys saw the aggressive expansion. But and as for the big guys, man, for example, you know, I even consider Bremen, Lüneburg, and Saxony big. Basically anyone that's like one province large-ish, big compared to these guys. We can't even full annex them, because once again, you saw the deal with Lüneburg. So yeah, you know, we did that whole Denmark thing. Not powerful enough to fight Poland and Bohemia. Bohemia we could probably do, but it would be a slog. But yeah, just gotta link up with someone big so we can go in on someone big. We can't link with Hungary because, you know, they're in the union with Poland. So really we need someone like France, which I have been improving with, but either way, let's take literally just 3 locations in this war. Well, it is what it is. And you know, the way these wars work, at least with, you know, somewhat bigger guys at this point, is you really just gotta wait for a year to tick by. So we're gunning for March 26th right here. Siege down a fort, white peace them. Walk over to Bremen, siege down a fort, white peace them. And then, you know, it's all of these guys, and then you get to the final one, right? Sometimes you can pay them to leave, obviously, but... Okay, they'll actually accept. Yeah, antagonism is nutty, bro. And of course, in every war, we also loan up quite a lot, man, because of the mercs, right? It's, yeah, we just end up with a lot of loans after every war, so... Yeah, hopefully the merc stuff will be toned down. I talked about a little bit about this last time as well. I think it'll be, like, overtuned. That's what I'm expecting, even in the release version, honestly. It's like, I'm gonna mention it again. It's like, okay, gather new merc army, right? Well, right now it's only giving us stuff we got money for, but instead of these guys being 9,200 for 600 ducats, it's gonna be 9,200 for 6,000 ducats, or 92 for 600 ducats, right? It's always, I mentioned this, it's either or. It's either or. It's never like, oh, well, let's make them maybe, I don't know, 6,000 for 1,200 ducats. You know, something like that. Increase the price a little bit. But even then, I think the underlying thing is that a lot of these guys, man, they stack their treasury, dude. They stack. So even someone like Lüneburg can pull out, well, maybe not Lüneburg, but, you know, you get the point. Someone maybe as big as this, they can pull out like 2 or 3 15k stacks, you know. Either way, though, not really moping it, just saying. Now, obviously, I mentioned this last time as well. Since this is a Brandenburg Prussia playthrough, we should have full mill focus no matter what every time, but we never did. It is the Age of Reformation. This is like whatever. So yeah, we're just gonna go admin focus, man. There's more conversion stuff over here as well. So why not? Okay, so I just got a pop-up that I improved with France to the max. There's an alliance with France. Perfect, dude. Yeah, I think this allows us to take down Bohemia. As long as they can get through, obviously, which they should be, and maybe even Poland too, dude. The good thing about Poland actually is that not only are they out of the HRE, but we can take a lot from them. So with Poland, we kind of wanna, you know, it's kind of like this-ish. Yeah, so we basically want a lot of this stuff over here, which would be like, yeah, maybe even like the entirety, or almost the entirety of Greater Poland, and a little bit from Central Poland if we go something like this, yeah. So we'll see if we can do that. These provinces are actually fairly tiny right here, only 3 locations and stuff like that. So we'll see what we can do. Poznan over here is obviously a bit bigger, but yeah, let's start currying it up with France, man. I like it. Okay, in that case though, or even with Bohemia too, but they're in the HRE, I would go in on Poland first. The problem is, you know, Hungary and all of their boys, but we're gonna need to save up like 15,000 ducats to go in that war. Yeah. 15,000 unless I can link with someone on this side as well. Kiev apparently has no opinion of me. Galicia is decently powerful. Alright, so what we're doing right now, folks, is, as you can see, well, you can't really see, but I am building up a spy network on Poland because I can get the Destroy Enemy CB on them, which is, you know, it might not be that beneficial for us fighting such massive guys, but honestly, I'd rather do that than the Parliament. So, yeah, we're linked up with France, man. We should be able to go pretty well right here. Obviously, you know, I'm building up the army a little bit, and, you know, like I said, getting up to like 20,000 ducats just so we can hire a bunch of big merc stacks, and you know, obviously we need to have money in the bank so we don't go you know, too much into debt like we've been doing so far. But yeah, this is gonna be one of the biggest wars we've done, man. Actually, the biggest war. It's not even just like this. These guys are gonna be getting merc stacks as well. There's a trillion different forts. It's gonna be a big one. I don't think you can piece out, you know, separate piece Hungary right here. So you know, if we can get where is their capital actually? That's what I want to know. It's in Krakow, right? Go to capital. Where how can I select that? I can't, but it is in Krakow, so we should be able to take stuff over here even without sieging every fort. We just got to get lucky and do like you know, 10 big battles that are gonna give us like 10-15 war score, because I think with that CB, with like, I don't know, 60-ish war score, we might be able to take it. Maybe not. There is quite a lot of provinces. All right, so chilling, money almost in the bank, built up the army. Second wave of the bubonic plague. In 1548. We're actually going to lose so much people here. We're at 3.3 million. I don't know what we maxed out at. As you can see, 3.539. We're going to drop to like... We're probably going to drop like 800,000 people here. Yep. Yep. Oh well. We can do another gov reform in the meantime. Let's see if we have anything unique or semi-unique right here. I'm actually gonna go counter espionage offices for this. Alright, either way, frick the Black Death or whatever. I know it's hitting France right now, but it is what it is. Let's get those mercs up and let's fight Poland. Alright, merc companies are up. We're ready to hit Poland. I've actually also allied Lithuania, which is good. There's Destroy Enemy. It's gonna be a tricky one, boys. It's gonna be a tricky one. Like I said, hopefully we can, you know, get all of these guys together, do a couple of massive battles, quick in and out war. Losing money, yeah, this is gonna sustain us for quite a while. Also, our loans are pretty big, so we're good. There we go. There's the declaration on Poland. Okay, I am gonna get the levies up as well. And what we need to do with France is use favors to call them into the war. And I'm gonna do the same thing on Lithuania. All right, there we are. Okay, so what I figured out a good way to do this is, let's just get those guys in together right there. There we go, just like that. Is to actually siege with the big stack right here and use all the mercs in the back as like, you know, helpers and stuff. So, let's go ahead and do that. All right, there's our first big, I clicked that away, frick. It was actually a huge frickin' battle, dude. It was a huge freaking battle. This one, the Battle of Sternberg. Look at how many people we got right here. What is France asking for? Money, sure. Okay, we're already at 17% war score. Yeah, so I'm just approximating right here what we need to take. This isn't really it. Okay, it's not doable in one war. It probably looks something like this. I don't know, something like, yeah, it looks something like this, kinda. I don't know, but yeah, obviously not possible in one war. It'll go down if we occupy them, but you know, we should expect that we can only take like half of what we want in this war. Yeah, something like this maybe. So yeah, I guess it is gonna be 2 wars versus Poland. Too bad we can't like disband their union or something like that, but it is what it is. This war is going like surprisingly well, dude. Look, we already got a 69% war score, man. Yeah, like France is just nutty. Yeah, we're doing real good, dude. Dude, we can separate peace the junior partners. What? And Poland has capitulated. Wow, I don't know what I was so afraid of, dude. Yeah, it's just, I guess, the numbers, man. But, you know, institution-wise, I guess, us over here. I mean, at least, you know, we probably got some better stuff than Hungary. Maybe not Poland, but yeah, don't get it twisted, though. You know, obviously, I had my merc stacks and all of that, and it's a good thing that we did our economic build-up to be able to sustain these guys, which it did extend their contracts. But, dude, I'd say 80% of the credit goes to France, man. I'd say 80% of the credit goes to France. Like, without them, no way we're doing this. Maybe with, like, Lithuania and Bohemia or something like that, and Austria, but it's just because France is in, so appreciate that. Let me examine the peace deal now. Okay, so after examining the image for about 10 minutes right here and trying to pick off the provinces, as far as I can tell, man, this is what we want from Poland. Yeah. I think this is as accurate as we'll get it. Obviously, like I said many times, it's in the raw materials map mode and stuff like that, so it's kind of hard to tell. But yeah, I think this is the peace deal with Poland, man. And then everything down here, you know, goes into Bohemia and stuff like that. So yeah, I think this is fairly accurate. I'm gonna go ahead and take war ups as well, and it is quite a lot of antagonism, but you know, we just gotta do it. So there we go. There's the peace out, Imperial Reconquest, and just like that, ladies and gentlemen, it's a wrap. Feels good. Okay, quite a lot of guys are mad that we did this, but it's fine, we'll improve. Okay, now, feeling emboldened by what we just did, I think, man, we get into it with Bohemia next and start pushing into Silesia. Now, obviously, to take all of Silesia, it's probably gonna be like, I don't know, maybe even up to 5 wars because, well, you guys know aggressive expansion in the HRE. Or maybe we just do, like, you know, separate wars on all of the vassals, then one on Bohemia and stuff like that. It's a whole thing, so we're gonna see. But either way, man, with the help of France, dude, we can take down anyone. It's not even a thing right now, so I'm feeling real good about that. Obviously, we still ended up with a couple of loans, but it's fine. Now, we also got another local governor, man, from something. But we really don't have anywhere to put him, do we? Like, you know, obviously none of these are in good positions. I would get rid of the one in Lubeck, for example, put that one over here, and then another one down here or something like that. But for now, we can put him down somewhere else. I mean, why not? I don't know. Maybe I'll let the game decide why not. I don't know. That does look like a fairly accurate border to me, man. Yeah, it looks fairly accurate. All right, let's pick up confessionalism here. There's actually really good stuff in it. Yeah, so what was it pretty much that we want over here? Culture's capacity, we definitely don't need at this point. The other cabinet seat is in here. Very nice. Oh, we got tolerance of heretics here for Prussia. Now, on the other hand of the France alliance, we got this, where they call us in versus some HRE guys. Which means I'm gonna have to fight Lower Bavaria and all of these guys. I gotta accept, though, I can't afford to lose my alliance with France, man. Alright, so right now we're chilling. I am gonna continue assimilating right here, because, yeah, there is now a lot of stuff that is in our course, so we should get back to that, even with the religion things. But just examining the map over here while I'm letting time tick by, and, you know, I've noticed we actually don't even gotta take all of Silesia, almost all of it, but, you know, upon closer examination, you know, it kind of stops, like, right here, right? So the southernmost part, I guess we don't need. Once again, just going off of this map that I found. So yeah, gonna chill for a little bit more, integrate. This is, you know, still fairly high-ish with some of these guys. But then we'll get into it and I'll try and take, like, these two guys if I can, man. But it's tricky. It's tricky, yeah. Okay, next religious aspect I'm gonna take is actually justified conflicts. Yeah, and then I guess I want individual creeds or something like that, and maybe we'll get rid of the other one from earlier too, so yeah, I am gonna take that. Alright folks, at this point I think it's time to get a move on, man, because antagonism has gone down, at least with the guys over here. Bohemia is continuing to integrate its subjects, which is good. Maybe I should have actually... We can't see if they're integrating them, can we? I guess we can. They're annexing sea weirds right here. So, you know, I was considering waiting on that, but I already got a CB on these guys, so it is what it is. Okay, so let's go ahead and get the mercs up once again. I think I'll go with just 2 stacks right now. I think that won't be too bad. There we go. Let's get we ideally want Europe, West European guys. There we go. We'll get these Champagne guys as well. And as soon as they're up, we go in once again with France and Lithuania. Another government form. I'm actually going to go with Royal Commissions here. All right. And let's go in on tiny Bohemian vassal guys. There's the deck. Once again, we got favors with these guys. No need to even curry or anything like that. No, not Poland. And there's Lithuania in as well. Okay, Aragon is in this, but hey, at least we know we can pay them off. Now, I actually hope that France goes this way instead of this way, but we'll see. Let's get the levies up. Hey, if nothing else, French vassals are here. Okay, actually good thing we can pay off Aragon here because France is focusing some of its troops over there. Okay, Austria offered me an alliance offer in this war and I can call them in, which I will. It's, this one is taking longer because France went this way first, but now they're here and we're really starting to chug along. I got rid of the earlier merc companies because they got their ass beat, recruiting a new one right now. Yeah, even if I want to take anything more, man, aggressive expansion is crazy. So I am gonna peace out only for this right now, and the reason, I'm seeing it now, the reason this war was so annoying is that Bohemia has 55,000 professionals. And that's more than me and my boys. So, okay. If we fight the vassals, we gotta do one by one. If we go in directly on Bohemia, we could potentially go for more. But obviously, antagonism is crazy. Also, something I did during this war, man, is I got a queen now, Barbara from Munster. I actually married her to the heir of Saxony. So that's nice, I think. We got a little PU going. Just chilling, integrating right now. As soon as the truce with Bohemia is up, I'm actually gonna fight them again. Well, you know, not really chilling, I guess. When the hell did Saxony join? Just helping France do this. I'm defending home territory. Dude, I just realized Upper Lusatia isn't a subject of Bohemia. But they're, you know, a similar enough color to the where I thought they were. So we hit Bohemia, take this, then we can hit Upper Lusatia, take this, and then we can hit these guys and take this. Yeah, perfect. I would have done it if I knew we could. Meanwhile, assimilation moving on all right. We're getting more cores, obviously. Control is looking very nice. You know, considering how ass market access is over here in the Berlin market, and the fact that almost all of Prussia is actually in the Riga market, which were not that powerful. And, you know, I've been thinking about this since way earlier, but should we create a market in Danzig? Are we at that point in the game where bigger markets are better, or are smaller markets still better? Yeah, look at how small Nuremberg is. Alright, so mercs are up. At this point, we're so rich that we're not even losing money with mega stacks up. Let's go ahead and declare on Glogov right here. I'm gonna drag in Austria and Lithuania, and of course France too. And then later on, you know, we'll hit Lusatia and Yavor right here, just solo. So yeah, I think we take out Glogov and then these guys, and you know, then we push into Bohemia and stuff like that. It's pretty much the same A. It doesn't really matter. We can't take that much from Bohemia either. Maybe a little more than what these guys have. You guys are seeing the A. But there we go. There's the declaration. Obviously, we're insta-calling in France right here because without them, it would be a slog. So there we go. Maybe I should make them break the alliance with Aragon in this one too. Now, war is going nicely. We can wrap it up pretty soon here, but I want to say something else. You know, we got mega culture's capacity right here, man. In fact, we can get even more from various things. What do we accept? Silesian or Lesser Polish? So we can already tolerate Silesian. We can actually accept it as well. And dude, we got a room for both of those actually. All the German ones that we're going to be conquering later on are of course super cheap. Might as well get cores on this like temporarily, even though we might, you know, do some active conversion as well. So yeah, it's Lesser Polish, right? So there we go. That's tolerated and accepted as well. We're still way under. Let's just wait for a month right here where we're looking at our sieges. And there we go. We've gotten quite a few cores. Perfect, man. Yeah, we still need to do a little bit assimilating over here because it's Greater Polish. But yeah, we're chilling. Very nice. Okay, I'm actually continuing to push. Maybe we'll take something else here. We can do another religious aspect right here. What did I want to do exactly? I forgot. So we can do the crown power, which is nice. Or we can do the assimilation speed. Anything else we want to do? No. What's our crown power looking like? It's actually decently powerful. In that case, I am gonna go with the assimilation, and then later I'm actually gonna get rid of the conversion one and add the crown power. Yeah, we are mega Lutheran now. What the hell happened to all the Catholics? Yeah, they're just getting passively converted, man. Yeah, very nice. We're already more than 90% Lutheran. Perfect. And our tolerance is decent as well. Okay, so here's my peace deal. I'm gonna take Glogov and a little bit from Bohemia too. It looks pretty bad, but it's actually not. It's just the Bohemian guys that are mad right here, man. Yeah, Bohemia and the Silesian guys, pretty much. Let's see if we can make them annul treaties with, Aragon? It's not even here. Why? Did they decline call to arms on something else? They didn't. Are they in a union? Oh, they are in a union, that's why. Okay. Well, there we go. There's our peace out with Bohemia. Let's take some money as well. Nice. Okay, more conquest. Like I said, once this calms down, we're gonna go in on Upper Lusatia and Yavor. I wonder if the game built that other local governor for me, man. Let's see. It didn't. But control here is still really good for some reason. Ah, the bailiff. Okay, let's go in on Upper Lusatia right here. I think things have calmed down enough. Just gotta make sure to white piece Yavor so we can take them out real quick. So, there we go. Just gonna go real quick solo in this. No need to drag in anyone, obviously. And look, dude, we don't even have anything to assimilate anymore. This one, obviously, I don't want to do because it's Saxon. We'll end up accepting Saxon either way, so everything is just going on super quickly with this cabinet, this campaign, man. Might as well convert something that's not very, Lutheran, which we do have some of. Yeah, I usually push them up to 90% and then I back out. Ooh, Austria is now the emperor, which could lead to interesting things. And there we go. There's Upper Lusatia, ours. All right, well, CB has been acquired. Let's get a move on these guys. Too bad I'm gonna have to fight Saxony here, but frick it. Let's just, frick it. I'll call in Austria. Why not? Yeah, just speed it up. Okay, there we go. Let's walk in. This should be a very quick one. And we're done. Yeah, quick in and out. Very nice. Okay, so our truce with Bohemia now ends in just 1 year, and this wasn't that much aggressive expansion. Yeah, we go in on Bohemia, man. Let's see, are they annexing someone? They're annexing Nisa right here. It'll be done in 6 years. I was hoping they're annexing these guys, but... Yeah, we'll do something. We'll do something. I actually accepted to check here as well. We're still under, so we're pretty good. Because, you know, there is some over here, and there's a lot quite over here, so we might as well keep them, you know, placated. But eventually it'll get converted out. I wonder why the wars of religion aren't happening, man. What's the requirements for them to happen in EU5? Is it like in EU4 where an elector needs to be a different religion? Because if so, you know, Bohemia is Hussite. But maybe it's required for them to be Lutheran or Calvinist, which none of them are, if those are the requirements. But yeah, the Reformation came and went. Obviously, it hits everywhere hard, but not a lot of countries have stayed. Obviously, it's us and a bunch of other minor North German guys, a couple of South German guys. We got England right here, or Great Britain, I don't know who it is, and then we got Sweden as well. So yeah, the initial hit is super hard, which I feel like it shouldn't be, but it does balance out in the right locations-ish, which I like. By the way, just dealing with some of France's stuff right now. It's beautiful. Literally only 2 locations aren't a core, and this one is about to be. It's just perfect, man. Our truce with Bohemia is up. This isn't that bad. Do we go in directly on them? Oh, they don't even have Aragon yet. Anymore, I mean, not yet. Why not? Yeah, do we go in on Bohemia or do we just do a subject again? Because we still got subjects to do. These guys that said, yeah, 1603, so June. It doesn't matter though, does it? Too bad we're not a great power and we can't threaten war, man. Oh shoot, we got destroy enemy on them. I'm kind of stupid, aren't I? Okay, in that case, we're just gonna wait a bit for this CB and then go in with destroy enemy because we're gonna be able to get a lot more for a lot less. All right, since we're actually gonna wait on this CB for quite a bit, I'm just gonna do a quick little poke into these guys right here. They're literally just 2 locations, so it's not bad at all. All right, quick in and out. Finally cored up all of the Prussia area. We're just continuing with, finally assimilated it. Now we're just continuing with conversion. This is looking Yeah, pretty good. 92% Lutheran, man. Very nice. Might as well do that with these guys. There's really nothing else relevant they can do. Obviously, Saxony we're not touching because we're going to get into a union with them. Okay, folks, destroy enemy has been acquired on Bohemia. Now, like I said earlier, man, we need to take almost all of Silesia right here, and actually this one as well. That's a part of... well, whatever, I guess Bohemia proper, as far as I can tell looking at it right here. So we probably won't be able to do it since we're in the HRE, but with this CB with 25% less antagonism, it could be possible. So there's our declaration on Bohemia. I wonder if Austria can come in here since they're actually the emperor. We don't got diplomats for this. Shoot. Let me recall all of these guys so we can bring in France and Austria. Oh, we can't call on Austria, but what they're doing is they're actually enforcing land freed, bro. Basically, they're gonna fight us if we don't accept, which is, I mean, alright. I didn't think they could do it if you're allied, but it is what it is. It literally doesn't matter. Because obviously, we got our best friends by our side. Hell yeah, that's what's up. Okay, so looking at it now, just doing it, you know, like, generally or whatever. Let's say it's like this. Yeah, it's not possible. It's not. And there we go. Bohemia just capitulated. Okay, I know I said Austria coming in didn't matter. It turns out it did matter because my army actually got wiped. By them and Bohemia, and a bunch of other randos ended up coming in. I paid Austria to leave, the other guys we white-pieced, so it made the war needlessly long. But the annoying part about this is actually not this in Bohemia right here. It's they can actually do that to me when I fight anyone in the HRE, right? So that kind of sucks. But let's do another little check right here. Yeah, it's not possible. Yeah, we're only gonna take a little bit right here. What if we don't take so much, dude? All right, so I've drawn out the border so you guys can visualize it, but, you know, as far as I can tell, man, looking at this from my little image that I got going right here, this is the border that I need to get with Bohemia. Yeah, so this is what we actually need to conquer from them, as far as I can tell, looking at this from here. But, you know, obviously it's not possible. So do I just end up surrounding all of this or something like that, you know? So at least we don't gotta, you know, think about it later. No, we can't even do that, I think. Yeah, we can't even do that. Okay, well, at least, you know, up top we can do whatever. Yeah, I'm literally just gonna take Wrocław and this one right here, dude. And that's our peace deal with Bohemia done for now. Honestly, 2 more wars based on the war score right here, because it was like 257 or whatever when I selected all of it. Yeah, 2 more wars with Bohemia. Okay, this is what I took. It's gonna become our cores. It's just Silesian and Czech, so we can integrate. And damn, now I gotta rebuild the army too. I mean, good thing we got a frick ton of money, but yeah, it sucks that they destroyed my army. First time making over 1,000 ducats a month. Where the hell do I have tribes from? What? Where do they live? Really, tribesmen? I can't even see where they are. Great, now I gotta fight Austria every time France does this. I've just secured a royal marriage with my queen to the crown prince of Sweden. That could be interesting. Although that whole Saxony thing fell apart for some reason, so... Oh, no. Well, we're immediately in a marriage union. Alright, so over here, Bohemia is poised to annex these guys in January 25. Our truce with them is until 26, so... Yeah, perfect. We won't have to take anything from anyone else except for Bohemia. Let's hope we can do it in the next war. Cool. We've integrated up everything down here. Nice. Oh, shoot. For some reason, I'm not allied to France anymore. Probably because they became a hegemon or something. Still in with Lithuania, I think, though, but yeah. That's not very good. Yeah, and these guys are actually allied now. Austria is still the emperor, so it's gonna call in their allies. And other random guys are gonna join in. Okay, without France, this is gonna be the toughest one versus Bohemia, but it's probably still doable. Ooh, there's the War of Religions. Okay, interesting. Oh, dude, I'm the leader of the Protestant Union. Automatically. The Catholic one is usually a lot stronger than the Protestant one. And not even everyone joins it at once. It's usually like, you know, just the HRE guys are in. Then after the war starts, other guys start hopping in. I don't even know how you do this war. I've never actually... I mean, I have participated in it, but I've never been the leader. Can't prepare military escalation. Yeah, we gained the CB. I wonder if they can declare on us. And also, whenever you fight someone that's in the league, you fight all of them. Oh my god, dude. Austria isn't willing to help them right now. I should have started spying earlier. I should have timed it right when the thing is done. We got 2 years until then, but still. How much is the gain? 1.45 a month. Okay, that's not that bad. But we still need like 2 years to get the CB too. Damn. The thing is, even if we leave this, if Bohemia joins the Catholic side, that's it. We fight these guys no matter what. You don't have to be in it to fight everyone. Yeah, look, people are already coming in. Bohemia is in the Catholic League, of course. Yeah, look at this, dude. Yep, that's it. There goes our chance. There goes our chance. Yeah, and look at us, a bunch of weak guys in the Protestant one. Yeah. Obviously, England and Sweden would come and help, but yeah, what we really need is like France and Hungary on our side. All right, at this point, I think almost everyone is in. The Catholic League has 111 guys. We got 103. But the Catholic League is obviously far stronger because they got all the big guys. Bohemia, Austria, let's say Milan and Provence are big-ish as well. Some of these other guys too. My only ally is Lithuania. No way we can link back up with France. I even sent them a gift and stuff like that, so... I can ally Sweden. We're also in a union with them, so that helps us out a little bit, I think. What about Hungary? Sweden immediately taking advantage of the fact. The thing I'm worried about here is can the Catholic League declare? Because in EU4 only the Protestants can declare. I don't know how it is here. Because if they decide to declare right now, we're fricked. Oh, dude, she's only heir to Prussia, not to Sweden. Did these guys have kids before? Yeah, Sweden has cognatic primogeniture, and I got absolute, so it's a different kid. Her brother is the heir to Sweden. Do we change it? So we get the same guy, Johann Albrecht von Gleems or whatever. It's him, right? Yeah, it is him. Because like that, once her and him die, it's gonna be a while. He's gonna be the leader of both, and I can definitely get them in. But they also got Norway. Yeah, I'm way more powerful than them, obviously. I think we change it. 50 stab and 50 legitimacy. We can eat that. Is unsuited to rule. What does that mean? I guess it doesn't. It's because he's too young, probably. Okay, so I just clicked negotiate member removal on Bohemia, and I think they accepted. Yeah, oh my god. What? Why would they? They actually accepted that. Austria accepted it. That's pretty interesting. I should have, once again, been keeping an eye out on the CB. I wonder if they can rejoin, because if not, this is perfect. It's 42-42, so right now would be the time to declare what. I actually am going to swap to this, man. There we go. Like that, Johann Albrecht is the heir to both Sweden and Prussia. And I guess Norway too, right? Yeah, Prussia, Sweden, Norway, cleaves Iceland and Greenland. That's a pretty nice union to have. Sweden is pretty powerful, man. Sweden is pretty powerful, so is Norway. Now, something I wonder here. Because the game never tells you. Let's say we declare on Bohemia. Austria, it says it is going to come in. And we know that Austria's allies are going to come in, even though it doesn't tell us. My question is, does the Catholic League come in? You know? I'm definitely not going to go in blind. I am going to test it. If these guys all end up coming in, if I declare on Bohemia, I'm just not going to do it. I'm going to reload before the declaration. So, yeah. Yeah. What's the end conditions if a war doesn't happen, though? Either side has won Peace of Westphalia, or we need to hit the Age of Revolutions, which is more than 100 years from now. Yeah. You know, if we win over these guys, which it's not possible with the... I need France to win. We can make Protestant official, and I can actually go back to being the Emperor. Less aggressive expansion, another cabinet slot, more other guys. So we do want to win this war. And here's what I did. I actually allied Austria. I guess we can still fight, but what I can make them do is isolate from allies. There we go. Bohemia is solo now. I don't think you should be able to ally the leader. I think it should be an auto alliance break as well. In that case, boys, it's time to gear up. Ladies and gentlemen, a CB on Bohemia has been acquired. It's just them and whoever this is. One final check here. Nah, it's not happening. Either way, let's go in. Nice. They actually capitulated. I got Prague and I was just sieging this down, dude. I only got a couple of forts. Yeah, that's an easy win. Very easy win. I did end up calling Sweden. I created enough favors. Let's see. Okay, even with them capitulating, it's not possible to take everything we want. So I'm just gonna unselect some stuff in the middle right here. And, you know, basically completely surround them. Yeah, this is it. It's a pretty ugly peace deal, but at least, you know, we know that this is what we want to take next war. And, that's it. But the year is 1632, ladies and gentlemen. We got only one more war with Bohemia to wrap things up right here, and the War of Religions situation is active. The age of absolutism has, is about to come around in about 12 years, and this video is long enough, so I think this is a perfect time to leave it off for next time in sort of a cliffhanger, you know. Will we be able to take everything we want from Bohemia? Are the War of Religions gonna fire? Are we gonna make Protestant, or Lutheran I should say, the official faith of the Holy Roman Empire so that we can once again become the emperor? And will we get Sweden and Norway as our junior partners? I think, you know, you're gonna have to tune in next time to find out. But aside from that, man, absolutely pristine campaign right here, expanded a whole lot. We've been, you know, turning everything into our cores, converting everything to Brandenburgish, converting everything to Lutheran. Absolutely mega rich right here. We can build up a second stack, farming mercenaries, as you can see, mega stacks right there. Nice fleets in the Baltic Sea and in the North Sea and stuff like that. So we're doing excellent on every front. So yeah, man, I think we are going to be continuing this campaign. Of course, let me know if in the comments below if you guys do want to see that. Let me know what you think about this border job that I've been copying right here, and let me know how you've enjoyed episode 2 of this grand campaign where we finally managed to form Prussia. I think we're going to need to play like 8 different episodes in order to form Germany, so that's definitely not going to be our goal. But next time, man, we are going to continue our expansion into northern Germany, at least to maybe try and go for North German Confederation borders. And, you know, if you guys want, we'll get into this. But, you know, you gotta let me know if you do want to see it or not. Although I think it would be cool to try and win this. Although with this Protestant Union, yeah, we're not winning this. We're not winning this. We need another couple of big guys to come in, because we don't even know who else could join on the Catholic side either, right? For all we know, man, Hungary, Naples, Castile, Aragon, you know, anyone with its capital in Europe can end up joining either side of this war. And they do outnumber us by quite a lot. And I think they will, even if the war starts. But nevertheless, we're gonna do it. But either way, it's a pretty good place to wrap it up for this episode, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, man, make sure to leave a like. Let me know in the comments below if you do want to see episode 3 and what should we do. Subscribe if you haven't already, because if you haven't, what are you doing? And yeah, that's it for me for now. See you next time.